Hello everybody and welcome to Empowered Plans and Budgets. This channel is following my journey into single motherhood to becoming in control of my money and my life and creating an amazing future for me and my little boy who is here. He's reaching in. He says hello too. So you will 100% hear him in the background, but I have good feedback that they are nice noises and everybody likes to hear them. But if this does sound like something that you would like to follow along with, then your support is hugely appreciated. So please do like this video and subscribe to the channel. Yay! Okay, I'm going to pop this little boy down to have a little play and hopefully he's going to let me do some cash stuffing. Right. Baby boy is set up and I can now explain myself because I have been MIA for a little while. I did a couple of videos and I absolutely loved making them. I got amazing feedback and loads of comments and subscribers and I was absolutely loving it, and I've just been struggling a little bit recently in my personal life. As you can hear, I'm not very well. I'm just really run down and I'm full of cold, and it's not a surprise really because my life is just completely up in the air. So if you don't already know, I'm currently going through a breakup, still living with my ex. I know that I am really lucky that it's giving me time to prepare. Nonetheless, it is still really difficult. And it is still really exhausting and hard work. And little baby boy is not sleeping very well at the moment either. So it's all just adding up, and I actually was finding it really difficult to find time, find time to sort my budget out. And due to that lack of organisation, I was then finding loopholes and ways to spend money that I did not need to spend. So there'll be none of that anymore. That ends now. We are getting back on the bandwagon. We're being consistent. I'm going to keep making videos because honestly, I really love it, and I really think it's going to keep me going. And I love talking to all of you guys as well. I think I'm near to 400 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I've got the biggest smile on my face right now, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. If you have subscribed, if not, then please do, because I'd love to grow this channel. I've got a baby rolling around trying to grab me. What you doing? As you can see, my setup is a little bit different here. I'm actually at my parents' house at the moment, just taking a little break from it all. And, being a little bit looked after by my mum and dad as well. So, I haven't got everything with me, but I've got pretty much all that I need to get it done. So we are. One more thing to tell you before we start that's happened since we last spoke was that I have actually shaved my head. Not out of... Not like Britney Spears style. I did shave my head for charity. Let me pop my head in, see if you can have a little look. Here it is. No hair on that head. I hope you saw that then. I shaved it to raise money for a friend within my CrossFit community. Him and his family had some terrible news. A daughter who's 3 has leukemia. They found out 4 days after their baby boy was born, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking. I wanted to be able to make a donation that's big enough for how much I care, and my finances just don't allow for that. So I thought I need to do something to raise more money, to do more than just give the small amount that I can. So I did. I shaved my head, and I'm going to leave my GoFundMe page open for a few more days, and just put out one final plea to anybody out there who can spare a little bit of change. I've got nearly 400 followers. If everybody put in £1, that's nearly £400, which would be absolutely amazing. It's to support them through, Poppy is the little girl's name, to support them through her care, as they're not able to work as much at the moment. So I'll leave that linked down below, and if you can spare anything, it would just be so greatly appreciated. Okay, I've waffled on for quite some time, so let's get started on the cash stuffing. I've only got this one hand because my baby boy is chewing on the other one, of course. Right, let's go. Okay. Also, I'm hoping that I can edit this really well, because I'm going to film it in snippets so that what I did last week when I filmed a video doesn't happen again, which was the whole picture just froze and you could just hear me talking, which nobody wants. So I should have £475 here. This is a mixture of what's left from my total, and also money that I've taken out of out of some envelopes because I've had a complete revamp of my whole system. These squeals are happy squeals, I can inform you. He is smiling. Doesn't sound like it. So let's have a quick count. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 83. 20, 40, 60, 84. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. 4, 75. Perfect. Okay. I did just go to the bank, and I actually tried to get some £50 notes to put into the wallets that I know that I don't really need to dip into, and they didn't have any, which is upsetting. So we've just got lots of notes, but hopefully when I next go to the bank I can consolidate the notes a little bit more. Right. So this was one of my spends. I bought myself a new purse. It's absolutely massive, but I'm embracing it. I actually really like it. I like that I can stick my phone in here as well. It would actually be really great if it had like a little strap. I could just wear it as like a little bag. But I'm loving it. It's inspired by the Saffiano, but it's the cheapy Amazon version. It cost I think it was £22, £23. And it's actually really good. I like it a lot. It had different colours, but I just went with a classic black. And it came with, I can't remember exactly how many, of these patterned envelopes. And these inspired me because I like the idea that you can't see the money. It sounds strange and like I have no willpower, which is absolutely true. But I think if I can see the money, then I think about what I can spend it on. So I'm going to try using these and see if that helps. It's all trial and error, and finding out what works for me and for you. So, okay. This is the purse. You've got your area, space for cards here and here. There's lots of compartments. You've got your cash zip here. And I want to find some inspirational quotes to go here to help me with my money mindset as well. It did come with these budget sheets as well. And these I've used throughout one of my other folders, but I thought if I have one in here, I could use it to track my spending. Don't know how that's going to go, if I'm going to like it, but again, trial and error. So the first envelope in my wallet is, that wasn't a happy scream, is titled Enjoy. So this is money for me to enjoy. It was previously called K, or spending. I don't know if I actually said at the beginning of this video, my name is Kay. So, money to enjoy. I think that sounds a little bit nicer. And also I can ask myself the question, am I going to enjoy what I'm spending the money on? And I can think a little bit more about how I spend. my money. So this isn't getting anything today. There is currently, I've now got one hand because there's a baby boy on me. Oh, where's it gone? There is currently £5 in there. And I've got a little bit in the cash, the coin zip as well. Because I've spent some money. Did some socialising yesterday. You okay? Did some socialising yesterday. So that's what I've got left for the rest of the week. Which should be fine because I shouldn't need much. I was previously doing a roll of the dice, and challenging myself to have less spending money, but I'm just going to cut myself some slack at the minute and just allow for that money to enjoy, and just, I can get a bit tighter when I'm in a different situation and I can actually just spend time at home and enjoy myself rather than need to leave the house to feel okay. How you doing? You gonna say hi? Hello. Okay, so we've got fuel. I did just put in £50 into my tank, but as I've said, I am spending a lot more time out of the house. I'm at my parents' at the moment, so I'm driving to a lot of different places. So I'm going to put £20 more in there, for just in case. If it doesn't get spent, then I can roll it over or put it into some savings. Okay, next is Honey. So Honey is our dog. She's a fox red lab. She's kind of this yellowy colour, so I thought that was a nice envelope for her. She is due some food. I get like big bags of food for her, and it normally costs between £50 and £60, depending if there's offers on. So I'm going to put £60 in there today, and anything left over I can get her a little treat or a toy or something like that. Oh, finding it very difficult to breathe and to talk. And I'm sorry for all the coughing. Okay, so food. Food is just getting 10. We don't really need to do a big food shop. But myself and my parents are going to head to Morrison's tonight to see what bargains we can get. And then anything else will just be for if I need to nip to the shop for the rest of the week. Supplies. This is to take over my envelope that was called miscellaneous. I think that miscellaneous meant nothing to me, and I was just using it as it's extra money there, and I ended up spending it every time. But supplies is going to be anything that I just need to nip to the shop for that I haven't planned for. Things like batteries, washing up liquid. We'll see what comes up, but for now that's my little pot for any extra little bits that come up, but it's not getting anything today. Okay, so this last envelope in here is called allocated. The idea is that any money from my other folder that needs to be spent on something, and I need to have it in my wallet with me, will go in here. And I was going to put to spend on here, and realise that the language that we use is so important. And so I changed it to allocated, because I think if I saw the words to spend, then I would spend the money. Rather than allocated, to me says this money is allocated for something else, not the thing that I just saw and I would like to spend money on. It's allocated elsewhere, so I went with that. I'm actually going to put £40 in here because I have booked myself a massage on Thursday. It's quite an indulgent massage, but I was gifted a voucher by a friend for a chunk of the payment, and £40 is the rest. So yeah, obviously it's not a necessity, but it's important for me right now. I need to stay on top of my physical, my mental health, and I'm doing things to help me to feel good. So that's where I'm putting my money. Right. Yes. That's the wallet. Done. Moving on to my now one and only main folder that has all of my envelopes in. I've really narrowed it down and kept it simple. But obviously as I go, things will get added, and as I have more scope to put money aside for different things that aren't particularly necessities in my life, I will. So this first one doesn't have an envelope. This is for honey, and this is online. It's in a hyper jar, which I dabbled in for a bit, but it just didn't work for me. But we do still have a pot for honey, for her to have her operation to be spayed. We don't know when it will be. It will be after her next season. But we already had 100 saved. We need 300 in total. So we are each going to put in that extra 100 to make it up to 300. So I'm going to put in bit by bit. The other week I put in £20, so there's now £120 in there. Birthdays. There is some money in here. Let me have a look. We've got £20 in there. And today it's not getting anything, but I am just going to put here that the starting amount was £20. Excuse me. I feel so hoarse. I already hate the sound of my voice when I'm talking on these videos, and I know I'm going to sound so awful. Okay, this one is new. This is for me to start therapy. I've been to therapy before. What you doing? Oh, I've been to therapy before and I absolutely loved it. It was really helpful for me, and I thought that it's going to be really beneficial for me to stay in a positive place, which is really important for me not to slip. Goodness, these squirrely bums. For me to not slip into the depression that I have suffered with before. Look at these little feeties. So I'm putting money aside. I've got my first session booked in March, so I'm going to put some money aside leading up to that so that I can get ahead of the game. Yeah, so that's what this is for. So today I am going to put in there £50, which is enough for one session. So that's one session down. Oh, £50 in there. Plus 50, and I've got 50. Oh, goodness. Whew. Okay, Lucas, here's where I wrote down his name instead of Baby L, and I just thought, oh, never mind. I can tell you, his name is Lucas. He has an envelope in here, and today he is getting £30. Plus 30. It's a little bit more fiddly with these envelopes, but I don't mind it. I think it's going to just make everything a little bit more intentional, and maybe if I am dipping in there to get some money that I shouldn't be spending, then I will have time to think twice about it. This envelope, it was called emergency fund, but in the comments I had some suggestions from people to change the name of it, because it wasn't really an emergency fund. It was money that I needed to be throwing everything into to make an amount that we're able to move out with. So I've called it this boy is going to be crawling before we know it. I've called it Our Future. So it's mine and Lucas's future, and that makes me want to put money into there. So this is how much I have in there to begin with. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 205. Yeah, 205. So I used to have wallets for Christmas and for car, and I have gotten rid of those. They each had £80 in, which went into this pile of money and is now going into here. Christmas, I've decided my savings challenges are going to go towards that, and when I'm in a position to start putting money into it more regularly, then I will. But for now, it's not the most important thing. Car, again, same thing. The things that I need to pay for aren't until later in the year. And if anything does come up, then yes, I will have to take it out of whatever money I've got. But fingers crossed, I won't need to. So those envelopes will come back. But for the time being, they're not there. So we are putting £260, it should be in here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60. £260. So this is why I wanted £50 notes, to really condense that down. But I will hopefully be able to do that next week. What did I say? Plus 260, which gives us 465. Right. That's going to go in here. That is coming together nicely. Okay, so that's my main folder, and I still have my savings challenges, which this £5 is going to go into. So this £5 challenge, saving all the £5 I can. I did start this little colouring in jobby, but messed it up, if you saw that in my last video. Don't know if I'm going to carry that on or if I'm going to use another thing, but I'm just going to, for now, wow, put that £5 in there. See to this little gremlin. That's the way. I've got my Gold Rush here, which I'm going to sort my coins out, and also my penny saving challenge when I've got my jar and I sort my coins. So that's that. It's a little bit crazy here for a change. If you've seen any of my other videos, there's normally some squealing. There's normally a dog's nose sniffing around as well. That's that for today. I am going to be just stuffing money as and when I get it. So videos will be more consistent, hopefully. And I'm going to try and film some ahead of time, because I'm hoping I've got ideas for other types of videos to put on the channel. Because like I said, I would really, really love to grow the channel and do a little bit more. So hopefully I'll see some more of you. Please do like this video and subscribe for these little twinkle toes. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you again. Lots of love to you all. Bye bye.